So for homeschooling with Thomas, I'm pretty relaxed, and we just finally started getting consistent since we've moved into the house and have started to get into a routine. I like having something where I can check it off, and it keeps me, I feel like it keeps me accountable. But this is what I use, God's Creation from A to Z, and it's My Father's World. That's the curriculum. But this is the kindergarten series, and you get a teacher's manual. I have a teacher's manual, and each week it lays out, it'll lay out what you're supposed to do. So when we start our day, we do calendar. So this came with the worksheets. We do a calendar, we do a pattern. You could do this with shapes. You could mess up the pattern to, make it more complex. So we go over the days of the week, the month, the year, what day it is. And then after that, keeping track of how many days we've done school. And what these are is just jars that I have around the house, plastic straws. Each day he puts a straw in the cup. After he gets 10 straws, he makes a bundle of 10. And then we have these cards. I might have got these at Walmart, I'm not quite sure. Oh yeah, Walmart, it says Walmart on them. So then I'll get out cards, and I'll put a variety of cards in front of him, ask him, count these by 10, 10, 20, 30. Oh, which card's 30? Point to it, so he'll point to 30. Same way with the ones. Count those, find the card, and then we'll talk about 10s, 1s. That makes 36. And then we record it on our hundreds chart, and we've already talked about it. We're going to do a 100-day party with some of our friends, hopefully. But since you never know what's going to come up, so we don't do school every single day of the week sometimes. Some days we'll skip. Like this week, we had some friends over, and they were here most of the day, so we didn't do school per se that day. We did a lot of other fun activities. So we didn't sit down and do our calendar and stuff. But then we recorded on here. All right, put it in there. Give me that jar so we don't knock it down. Goodness. Give me the jar. All right, count these by 10. Count our 10s, our bundles of 10.
10, 20, 30, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. 36 days.
First, can you show me the number that says 30? Show me in the cards. Which one is 30?
10.
Thomas.
Is 30.
Thomas.
30.
Okay. Can you please point to the number that's 30? All right, there's 30. How many's in here?
6.
I didn't even give you a number 6, did I? 30 plus 6 is 36. So we'll write that down. We go over our ABCs. These flashcards came with the package I bought. I think it's the basic package is what I got. So we go over the sounds each letter makes, then the card, what's on the card, the names of the letters. We just started doing vowel sounds. So there's a nice little jingle that goes with each letter, and we do that song, and he can point to it. I hear I in cat.
I can
okay, go ahead.
I hear a and cat and man, cat and man, cat and man. I hear a and cat and man.
Good. So with the kids' worksheets, what I like to do to get myself organized for the week, on these worksheets, it'll tell you which day of the week it goes with. And then I have these folders marked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And I will put worksheets inside of each folder so that I know it's already there. So on Monday, I just go and grab Monday's folder, and everything that I need is in it. This book also came with the package I got. It's pretty much an alphabet book. So each week we do a different letter. This week we're on U. Last week we did T, so we talked about turtles, and there's a Bible connection, and each week there's a verse. So last week's was, I don't quit, I persevere. So every day we talk about that. So each week we have our Bible verse. So this week was God made us wonderful. So this is a little necklace that he'll wear. Sometimes he'll wear it, sometimes he won't. But each week there's a pattern, and the patterns are also in there so that you don't have to freehand draw it if you don't want to. This here is a binder I'm keeping for Thomas. It's a portfolio. So all the work that we've done, I just put it in here. Sometimes we'll do art on our own, and I'll put stuff in there that he likes and wants to keep. So you get the idea of that. I'm going to need a thicker binder. This is something that also came with the package I got. This has each letter, and you use these little rods, which also came with the package I got. Use these little rods to build the letters and manipulate them into different pictures. You can just play with them on your own. This would be great for breaking down halves and stuff like that. That's not really half of that, but sometimes we'll use these, sometimes we won't. Like this morning, instead of doing this, we did Tinker Toys. Him and Thomas and Chad built stuff, so he was still manipulating things, following directions, and so I don't stick to this 100% every single day. It's just kind of a guide to keep me on track. So what else they have, not only do they have your week at a glance, but then it breaks it down day by day. So this week we had a song, Oh Be Careful Little Eyes, What You See. We did that. It also has a materials list, so you can look at this materials list and see all the things that you need for the week. So that would be great. So if, like my friend, she works full time, and she was wondering, could I homeschool my daughter and work full time? What I like about this is you don't really have to think about a whole lot of stuff. If you get your stuff together on a Sunday, you have your materials, then literally you just open this up, go through it. I think it takes us about 20-30 minutes to get through the stuff. That's if we do everything. Like, I don't always do the outside because we're outside a good bit. So I'll glance at it, but I don't stick to it. Then also back here in the back in these yellow pages, it gets even more in depth with how to do the worksheets and how to do different things. They call it the reading plan. So it tells you how to introduce your letter sounds on day 1. So each week you're pretty much following this reading plan. So I have it marked. So today we were on day 5, and we are on week, I don't even know what week we're on. I want to say 8, but I'm not sure. So it'll tell you what weeks. So you just go through, and it tells you how to write each letter, which Thomas is not a big fan of writing, which is typical. He gets frustrated because he's not doing everything perfect. So I don't always make him write the letters by himself. I'll write them, and then he'll trace them, and he feels more comfortable doing that. So we'll keep doing that, and I just figure eventually he will pick up on it. I'm not too concerned. They also have a book list. That's another thing. Each week there's a book to read. I got the basic package, so I didn't get all the books. But this week our book was I Love You Forever. So if we don't have the book that they're recommending, then I'll just pick something similar. I have a whole bunch of children's books, and I'll just pick it. We were going to the library before COVID, but then we moved, and we haven't been back since. So yeah, you can do any book. And every night before we go to bed, we read a children's book, and then we also do a devotional. And we really liked this one. It's Devotions in the Wild. It's 100 devotions, so each night we'll have a Bible reading, and then it'll give you facts about the animals, and it has a prayer. And he's really liked this book. Cheap little book. Really like it. But yeah, that's all that we have. This is something that we do every week. I have an envelope, and it's part of the worksheet. So day 1, this is a sample of day 1, so D's. Sometimes Thomas will cut out this, sometimes I will. Take the letter, put it on an envelope, put all the cards in an envelope, and then you can reference them throughout the week. We like to play games with them. So we're gonna play a game. Each envelope has a letter on it that we've gone over. We've gone over the name and the sound, and then each envelope has cards in it. Well, I've got all of the envelopes laid out in the house, and then I separated all of the picture cards that go with the envelopes, mix them up, put them in the piles, and what we do is just go put them on top of the envelope that it goes with the beginning sound, and Thomas enjoys it because it's a game.
Here.
Sweater. I'm out of breath.
Leg.
Skunk. Wait. I'm already at
Umbrella. You got it. Apple. Nice.
Yeah, you did the numbers.
Then day 2 is our writing day, which is Thomas's least favorite day. So you have your letters to write and a number, and then you go over your sound. And then there is usually a math sheet or some kind of math activity. So next week we'll be doing this page, and we just started doing sight words. So he cuts out the word, puts it underneath of the picture. Day 4, we've been working on our short vowel sounds. We've only gone over A and U, so we'll use little manipulative letters and put them in the boxes to create words, and then we'll write the word. And then on the back, it has the sight words that we're practicing for that week. And on Fridays, you pick a letter, and you draw a picture that starts with that letter, with that sound. So I'll write the letter, and then Thomas will trace them, and he practices writing his name. So, you need an apple? Okay. A blue apple? Oh my, that'd be cool to see. Yeah, that is how we do school, and that's what we're doing right now. I don't know if this is something that we'll do the same curriculum next year. But for right now, it's working, and it's nice. It keeps me on track. I can see what letters we've done, and it just holds me a little bit more accountable. In the future, I may be more relaxed with it and not necessarily need a teacher's manual, but for right now, this is what I'm comfortable with and what works for us right now. So I hope that gives you some information and just a glance at how we have started our homeschool journey. Thanks. See you next time.